Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about anti-trends in interior design. These are styles and techniques that have lost their relevance in 2019 and are better to avoid when decorating your apartment. First up, we have furniture sets. You know, those matching sofas, armchairs, and coffee tables that used to be all the rage. Well, they are out. It's all about mixing and matching different pieces now, creating a more eclectic and personal look. Next, we have multi-level ceilings. Remember those elaborate designs with multiple layers and intricate moldings? They are a bit dated now. Simple, clean lines are the way to go. Baldachins and voluminous curtains are another trend that's fading fast. They can make a room feel stuffy and outdated. Instead, opt for lighter fabrics and simpler designs. Heavy classics are also on the decline. Think ornate furniture, dark wood, and heavy drapery. These elements can make a space feel overwhelming and gloomy. Rustic is another style that's losing its appeal. Think exposed brick, distressed wood, and rough textures. While it can be charming in small doses, too much rustic can feel cluttered and unrefined. Inscriptions and stickers are a big no-no. They can make a space feel childish and tacky. Stick to artwork, photographs, and other more sophisticated decor. Finally, brick finishes are becoming less popular. While they can add a touch of industrial chic, they can also make a space feel cold and sterile. If you're going for a more modern look, consider other materials like concrete or wood. So there you have it, folks. These are just a few anti-trends in interior design that you should avoid in 2019. Remember, the key to a stylish and timeless home is to embrace simplicity, functionality, and personal expression. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about anti-trends in interior design. You know, those styles and techniques that are starting to feel a little dated and might be better left in the past. So, let's dive right in. First up, we have geometrics and chevron. Remember those bold, geometric patterns, especially chevron, that were everywhere a few years ago? Well, they are starting to feel a bit overdone. It's time to embrace more subtle patterns and textures, or even go for a completely minimalist approach. Next, we have geometric-shaped ceiling lamps and fixtures. Those sharp, angular shapes are definitely out. Think about incorporating softer, more organic shapes into your lighting choices. Maybe a beautiful pendant lamp with a rounded shade or a sleek, modern fixture with a touch of curvature. Now, let's talk about rounded furniture parts. You know, those curvy sofas and chairs that were all the rage. They are still stylish, but they are starting to feel a bit predictable. Consider incorporating some more angular pieces into your space to create a more dynamic and interesting look. Moving on to minimalist white walls. While white walls are always a classic choice, they can sometimes feel a bit sterile and impersonal. Don't be afraid to add some color or texture to your walls. A soft, muted hue or a textured wallpaper can instantly transform your space. And speaking of white gloss is another trend that's on its way out. Glossy white surfaces can be difficult to maintain and can make a space feel cold and unwelcoming. Consider using matte finishes or incorporating other colors and textures to create a more inviting atmosphere. Now, let's talk about ostentatious luxury. Think gold accents, crystal chandeliers, and heavy velvet drapes. While these elements can be beautiful in moderation, they can easily become overwhelming and dated. Focus on creating a space that feels luxurious, but also comfortable and inviting. Another trend to avoid is photo wallpaper. Remember those large-scale murals that were so popular a few years ago? They are starting to feel a bit cheesy and can make a space feel cluttered. If you want to add a statement to your walls, consider using a more subtle wallpaper, or even a piece of art. Finally, we have two garish tones. Those bold, bright colors that were so popular a few years ago are starting to feel a bit overwhelming. Instead, opt for a more muted color palette. Think soft blues, greens, and grays. These colors are calming and timeless. So there you have it, folks. Those are just a few of the anti-trends in interior design that you might want to avoid in 2019. Remember, the key to creating a stylish and timeless space is to embrace your own personal style and to choose elements that you truly love. Don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with it.